Hello, today is March 28, 2022. Let's provide an update for the Ukraine war. Um, you already see this video, and this is Chechen Force giving award. The president of the Chechen Republic, the Mr. Ramzan Kadyrov, went to Mariupol to present medal for the soldier and celebrate the success in Mariupol. Um, you can search for a video and watch in the whole video. Let's skip to the next one. Let's also go to some detail. This is the Russian troop occupy. So the video they occupy the Azov Camp, Azov battalion. This one is Somali, also a Chechen force, celebrated their capture of the, I think it's Kamiski district in Mariupol. Kamiski is this area I draw in the circle right. This area, it's kind of northern part of the Mariupol. There actually was some fight inside this area today, on this corner of the factory, and also on this corner of residential building. So there is also heat map. So in here, there on the corner of factory and also on the corner of residential building. I have to say that there is also a small fight in here, some fight in here. This is also one-story building. This is a multi-story building, partially multi-story, partially residential building. This one is high-rise building. So there was pocket of activity. They are clean up the scene. They were sure to encounter some pocket of Ukraine soldier. The two sides have a small fight. But I don't think, even though there is pretty of right, but I don't think this is a problem. You remember that Russians have total control of air, right? The Ukraine soldiers, they don't have air control. In the winter time, there is no crop, no tree leaf. There is nowhere to hide. You can only hide in a one-story building. And in Mariupol also, there are not much anti-tank weapon because they are very early, right? Most of the anti-tank weapon coming to the Ukraine a little bit late, after Mariupol already been circled. So those anti-weapon are not very popular in Mariupol. So basically, they Russian tank have dominated, and a helicopter also dominating area. As long as you are not in a high-rise building, it's pretty easy for the Russian. So this is also one reason I think in the winter time, Ukraine should not fight with Russian, because once Russian have total dominate in the air, even some anti-tank weapon maybe kill some tank, but still, Ukraine is like a 5 or 10 years child. You fight with a 30 years bully like Russian, there is no chance. The more fight, more suffer, especially for the civilian. Everything happened in Mariupol is really tragedy. So many building was basically the way Chechen soldier fight is that they will shoot the gun with first. If they cannot overcome the enemy, they will bring a tank, and the tank will blast the building. When the tank hit the room, the wood and the clothes will catch fire. The fire will spread from one room to another and eventually burn the whole building. So that's what is happening. Really tragic. It's really brutal. I think the war should be finished as soon as possible. let's also update something happened in the northern part of today. Russian Ministry of Defense is saying they captured 2 villages in here. Nova Dov and Ivanika, these 2 villages. It's on the border between Luhansk and Donetsk. This is inside Donetsk, but it belong to the attack by the Luhansk army. So basically, it's right in here. It is very clearly that the Russians are building up a circle here. They are pretty tighten up soon. I think once the Chechen force finish Mariupol, there are 50,000 soldiers will probably take a few days of rest, resupply the ammunition, and maybe also resupply the soldier. And once they prepared in a few days, they will push from the southern side to the north and eventually close this area. And there are about 30 to 40 Ukraine soldiers still here. There was some talk they were might withdraw, but because Russian was 2 days ago saying they will focus on these 2 provinces, I think that also means if they withdraw, they will lose face. So that may be a Russian strategy or propaganda trying to keep them inside this area where they will very likely be circled. Again, because Ukraine don't have a control in the air, there's no mountain, no crop, no tree leaf to hide. So the fight will be more in medium-sized to small city and village. In this kind of environment, the Ukraine don't stand a chance. To be honest, I think yesterday I saw several American strategists and also the military consultant. They are still very bullish about supply more weapons and the ammunition to Ukraine soldier. I don't think there is any chance. Even if you have all the anti-tank weapon, they will just bomb from the air, right? Bomb all this everything into powder. How can you use the anti-tank weapon, right? They can even just not using tank, just soldier by soldier, right? So as long as they control the air, and there is no chance in this war, basically. Anyway, just my personal opinion. Please subscribe and hit the like button so that when I upload my next video, you will be able to see them automatically. All right, thanks. Bye bye.